Hello and welcome back to the channel. I'm Tim, the truck's Daisy, and we are hauling paws. Today is killing me. Today I'm searching and searching and searching, looking on the load board, trying to find a load going someplace. I'm sitting in the Walmart in Goshen, and I've been watching the load board, trying to find something a little bit better. Right now, the load board's stacked with a couple hundred split loads. If you don't know what a split load is, it's a multi-haul load that has been divided up. So if there's two or three that are going to go on either haul and tow or on a 53-foot trailer, they divide those up and they make those single hauls. The problem with that is they don't pay crap for them. So right now, evidently, there is a huge shortage in multi-haul drivers. So if you are multi-haul, sign on, especially if you're CDL. But right now, there is a big shortage in multi-haul, so there are tons and tons of multi-haul split loads on the board that they're trying to get delivered. So it's not really forced dispatch, but it's forced dispatch. So the only thing on the board are those split load multi-hauls that aren't paying crap. So anyway, here I sit. I'm waiting for some updates on the board to see where we can go. Well, there's one to Boise, Idaho just popped up. Gonna have to see if that's, I might have to end this video because I might have to give a call in and get that. If that Idaho one's still there, that's a 36-foot fifth wheel paying more money. And I like the Idaho run, so come on, reload. Dang it, come on. Boise, Idaho, 36 fifth wheel. Yep. Gotta go. Gotta get this one.
A few moments later.
All right, got the Boise, Idaho run. So that's a good paying load. So we're gonna go grab that at the Goshen North lot. And of course, I'm down by the Goshen South lot. So it's about, I don't know, maybe 10 minutes up the road, 15 minutes up the road, something like that. So check in when we get there. Now this trip out, I only have one duty cycle. So basically 1 week to make as much money as I possibly can before we leave to go on vacation. So that's kind of why I was sitting around looking for something better than $1.65 a mile on those little tiny things. I don't believe these guys that say they get super incredible fuel economy taking these little tiny 22, 24-foot campers. I don't see much difference at all between a 24 and a 37-foot camper. So it really doesn't pay me to take the little tiny 24-foot campers unless it's a reload coming back the way that
turn right on North 3rd
that I have to come. So it's not out of my way or anything like that. So I'm trying to avoid taking the little ones as much as I can. Now I might have to take one after I get back from Idaho, but who knows? I don't know what I'll end up doing then. But I'm gonna go run this Idaho one as fast as I can run it and get it out there, get it delivered, and come back, maybe get one more load. Hopefully maybe get one going home and see how much money I can put in my pocket in 1 week during the July shutdown, that's kind of the key right now. Is this is the slow period. There's not a lot to choose from, so you're kind of limited to what's on the board. Some companies just kind of shoot their load and throw everything on the board, and then in the next 2 weeks they don't have anything. But the way Wave is doing it right now is they're kind of trying to spread everything out, so at least there's something on the board for the whole shutdown, so we don't ever see, you know, 10 loads on the board or whatever. So we'll just have to see how it goes. Right now, got a good paying one to Idaho, and I'll be happy with that for now. Okay, so here we are to get our paperwork. Let's see. H00. My driver number is 1H00. If anybody is looking to get on with Wave, put my driver number down, and then I'll be your mentor to teach you the ropes. All right, so that's my unit. Is it correct? Yes. I want all of them printed out, and then it'll all come out down there. So, cover page, I don't need that. That's my payment page, keep that. BOL. Permit alerts, I know what permits I need. Reimbursement sheet, need that. And then instructions on how to get there. This is the PC miler crap that nobody can read, so don't need that. And away we go. All right, now we get into the yard. Gate opens. Now don't worry about you just saw the gate code, because by the time you see this gate code, that gate code will be inactive. As soon as I check out with the control room, that gate code will be deactivated within 5 minutes, and then it won't work anymore. So you got to get out of the yard before you check out. If you check out while you're still in the yard and you're still doing stuff and it takes you longer than 5 minutes to get out, then your code won't work and you won't be able to get out of the yard. So that's fun. I have seen guys that have done that. Okay, you can see the yard is quite empty, but there's still a pile of campers in here, but it's way low. I'm looking for row 36. Need to grade these roads. They're doing the Topeka yard right now. They put out a thing that said, help us get everything out of the Topeka yard, so they can go in there and fill all the holes and do all the grading and all that stuff. 0723. Check my VIN. This be it. This one's mine. Yeah, I got to do my walk around, check everything, make sure everything's good and there's no damage anywhere. Get my plugs put in everywhere. The caps are already on there, so that's good. So I'm gonna get that set up and get it ready to be hooked up. Hey Siri, call the control room.
Calling control room.
It's a great day in the control room. Today is Monday, July 11th. If you are doing a yard exit, please leave me your driver number, the last 5 digits of the unit number, the BOL number, whether you would like it in advance, and the time of yard exit in Eastern Standard Time.
Hey Betsy, this is Tim, 1H00. Exiting Goshen North at 1:00 p.m. And that's it. Now, hit the logs and away we go down the road. Well, I drove from Goshen to South Bend to stop here at this pilot, get fuel for $4.71, which is actually cheaper than Grand Island. But look what I find when I go to fill my tank. I left it there at the yard and drove from Goshen all the way to South Bend with those sitting on the tank. I'm pretty stupid. But we'll get cheap fuel, fill everything up, and fill up the big tank and the little tank, and be on down the road. So I'm sitting in Chicago traffic. You know how I love that. But I get an email, and bam! 100,000 views. That blows me away. Really, I don't even know what to say. You people are awesome. I didn't expect this channel to actually take off. I didn't expect anybody to actually watch my videos. I started the channel to give me something to do while I was bored on the road, kind of make some video things and kind of show my family what I'm doing while I'm on the road and things like that. But it just has kind of taken off, and I'm just flabbergasted. I don't. Thank you so much. This sucks. I just want to get past Chicago. And here's the bridge that tells you that you are past Joliet. Well, I found out that the shocks are actually doing very well. I mean, the road still sucks, but at least when I hit all these chatter bumps and this crappy road, I'm not going into somebody else's lane. I've been able to stay between my lines the whole way through Joliet, through Chicago and all that. Still got a little bit of this crappy road left to get through, and then it should open up and get smooth again pretty soon. But like that right there, I would have been all over the road. This part here would have been everywhere, weaving back and forth because the front end just could not stay on the road. But these new Bilstein shocks are helping it stick to the road like glue, so super happy with that. And even through the bumps, the camera's staying stuck to the magnet mount. It's all that's holding it up is a magnet. It's not a clamp mount. It's just a magnet. And it's not knocking the camera off the mount, so shocks are doing okay. Just driving down the Grand Army of the Republic Highway. Iowa 80, headed to Grand Island. Got a beautiful sunset going on over there. But the next stop is Grand Island, Nebraska. It's a decent fuel stop. I think it was $4.77 when I looked it up. And it's a perfect stop for when you're leaving Goshen. It's pretty much within the 700 miles of your daily travel, or your 11 hours or whatever it is. But we're gonna get there with just a few minutes to spare because Chicago slowed me down a little bit because of that stupid traffic. But Grand Island is always a good stop. That whatever, the Bozelman Boss truck stop there. It's got decent parking for transporters, loaded and unloaded. Plus it's got a road that goes up the side that if you can't get into the parking lot, and I probably won't because I'm going to be getting in kind of late tonight because I got a late start on the day because I had to wait for something good to get on board. But that road that goes up the side, there's a lot of parking all along that road, so that's probably where I'll end up tonight. I've stayed there before. It's not a big deal. It's just a little bit further to walk for coffee, but I will survive. Well, good morning. I did not make an update when I was in Grand Island because when I got in there, super tired. Got my air conditioner set up, got the generator going, and crashed hardcore. So I was out cold. So now we are in wonderful Nebraska. So super exciting. Nebraska is a super long state, and it's pretty flat. Not a whole lot to see. See a couple of trains going by and things like that, but the weather is fantastic. Cruising right along on schedule. Got actually back on schedule because got into Grand Island late, but did my exact 10 hours and then got back on the road as soon as my 10 hours was up, so I could get my kind of day on schedule, because the goal is to deliver this tomorrow and then hopefully grab a reload or something. I don't know. I guess I'll have to ass kiss somebody and get another load. If you know the story, you know. Finally got past Sydney, Nebraska, and once you get past Sydney, then the terrain just starts to change, and this is the stuff that I like seeing. These little cliffs like this start popping up. You start looking like more like Wyoming. I think where am I at? Let's see, I'm about a half hour from Wyoming now, where I have to stop and get a permit, but every once in a while those cool little cliffs pop up and you start seeing cool terrain. Well, there's the Wyoming permit. Get your book, go in, registration, and your oversize, and then you're all set with that. Well, now we get into a little bit of weather. Doesn't look like it's going to be anything major, but these raindrops are like really big. Pretty crazy. And, geez, that's hail. Oh, that's hail. That's definitely hail. Oh, shit. Okay. Snowballs? Oh, no. Crap. It's a hailstorm. This was not on the menu for this storm. Wow. They are giant snowballs. Whew. Okay. That was interesting. First time I've seen that, it was weird. It was like big slush balls were splatting on the window. And 5 minutes later, different weather. So another day is coming to an end. Gonna be pulling into Evanston, Wyoming for the night. Hey, while I got this, see those things on the road? Those three dot things on both sides? Anybody know what the hell those things are for? See those on the road all over the place, and I have no clue what those are for. So I stopped in Evanston last night at a Pilot. There's two of them here, and I stopped at the other one further down the road. It's like 3 miles down the road to make sure I got the best price on fuel when I left in the morning. But then I woke up and I double checked the prices. This one that's 3 miles back here, the price has changed, and it was $4.28. So I came 3 miles back, and I'm getting it like 70 cents cheaper here. So for 3 miles, save that money. Always watch the prices. Just got my EFS notification for the fuel that I just got, and with the discount I saved over $1 off of the pump price. So I don't know what happened with the discount, but it jumped up substantially at that place, so that's good. I put in 79 gallons and I saved 90 some bucks. So you got to watch the fuel prices. So this road kind of picks its way through the Wasatch Mountains. They're kind of I don't know, the north end of the plateau or something like that. The highest peak in this mountain range is Mount Nebo, and it's I think it's about 12,000 feet tall. That's not it in front of us. It's actually way behind me, a little bit south, down by, I think it's Provo, but it's south of Salt Lake City. 84 is kind of a way to skirt Salt Lake City so that you don't have to go through Salt Lake City. Anytime you're going to Idaho, in Meridian or Pocatello or Boise or whatever, you want to go 84 if the weather's good, come through this pass, down through this canyon, and then you don't get stuck in all the traffic of Salt Lake City. That's bad. This way you kind of hit the north side of the suburbs of Salt Lake, out in like Layton and Ogden. You will skirt just the edge of the Great Salt Lake. You'll see it for a second off on the left hand side when you're going by, but you don't have to go through Salt Lake City, and you get good fuel economy coming out this way. So you just roll on, and then you pop across the border and go through the port of entry in Idaho. God dang, Utah is beautiful. If I could move here, I would. Going through the canyon on 84, headed to Idaho. Love this drive. Kind of twisty, turny. I mean, the construction right now is a little bit of a pain, but this canyon is beautiful. Down on the right, there's a little river that runs through there, but it goes down through this canyon here, and it's just stunning. All this rock and these mountains, and on the left hand side is the Devil's Slide. It's kind of a cool rock formation in the canyon wall there. And coming in with a camper, this whole thing is almost all slightly downhill, so it's a pretty easy ride. And here we go through the port of entry in Idaho. Went through, they saw my permit over there, and away we go. Well, it got delivered. It is 101 degrees now. I was checking the board and I didn't see anything good, but this one popped up and it was decent, and I was going to grab it, but I didn't call until 5:45 and nobody was there. So no reload for me, but it's still on the board. I can self-dispatch, but self-dispatch really isn't self-dispatch. You can go on the board and you can click and you can say, oh yeah, I want it, and you tell it when you're going to pick it up, when you're going to deliver it, and then it says, okay, we'll let you know if you get it. So it actually, I'm sure, if it was self-dispatch, it would just go, is it available? Yep, and then give it to you. That's not what happens. I'm sure this sends an email to somebody, and somebody has to approve it and then send it to you. So it's like normal dispatch. So it's really not self-dispatch. That kind of pisses me off, because I should already have that load, and I should be now driving to where that load's at instead of driving to sort of on the way back, so I can stop for the night, because I still have 5.5 hours of drive time or something like that. Little frustrating, but tomorrow morning I will get on the phone and try to get that load. If I get that load first thing in the morning, I'll only be about maybe 40 miles out of my way where I'm going to be staying tonight. So we'll just have to see how that goes. It pays about $1,000, so that would be good for my goal for this week, because I'm just trying to get as much money into my account as I can before I go on vacation. So this video is going to be just a teensy bit longer. Got a little lucky. I saw a load on the board last night, a reload, and I watched it, and that's the one I was telling you about earlier that it was too late for me to call in and get. So I got up at 5:30 a.m. this morning, local time. Went to the bathroom and got some coffee. I mean, you know how I love getting up at 5 a.m. But got some coffee, got back out. I did call right when the office opened and got the reload. So I got a reload for it's paying almost $1,000, and it's a little tiny thing. Check it out. But it's money in the pocket. So you just got to be quick on the trigger when you see something that you want. There's no real secret to it. Well, this is great. Ahead of me, where you see that flashy light thing, that little minivan, whatever it is, says Solar Car Caravan ahead. And we're going an astonishing, what are we going, 26 miles an hour, if that. Well, there it is. It is a solar car. So there it is. So they have 4 gasoline support vehicles to drive the solar car. Oh, there's another solar car up here. Oh, yeah, I'm trying. And this is the end of the video. Driving through Montana, mountains, as you can see, going through this canyon. Did pretty good on this week, getting that reload, padded the money a little bit, so I ended up grossing about $5,000 in 5 days. So in my book, that's not too bad. I'll be keeping about, according to the calculations right now, I'll be keeping about 65% of that. I don't believe there will be anything earth-shattering to see on the way home from here. Montana obviously is beautiful, but I might put a little bit of music montage after I sign off here with some scenery, or maybe something. I don't know what I'll see going through North Dakota and all that going home, but I'll leave you with this. I hope that in your travels doing this job, that all the stars align and you get the best loads that you can get. I hope that you get what you want to get out of doing this as a career. And have safe travels, and I hope to see you on the road.